Hello, my name is Robert Kai. I am the founder and president of Certified Mold Removal Incorporated, headquartered right here in Freehold, New Jersey. Certified Mold Removal has specialized for more than 30 years in professional mold inspection, mold testing, mold removal, and mold remediation throughout Monmouth County, serving surrounding communities like Marlboro, Morganville, Manalapan, and Millstone Township. During that time, our team has investigated thousands of mold problems in homes, apartments, commercial buildings, schools, and healthcare facilities, and governmental buildings. Today, our company maintains well over 100 five-star Google reviews from homeowners, property managers, real estate professionals, schools, and businesses throughout the region. In this video, we are going to show you why mold is so common in Monmouth County homes, what causes it, how to identify it, and what homeowners should do when they suspect a mold problem. Before we begin, I'd like to briefly introduce a few members of our certified mold inspection, testing, and remediation team.
I'm Eric Thoroughman, a certified mold inspection and mold testing specialist. For more than 20 years, I've been helping homeowners identify hidden mold problems, locate moisture sources, evaluate indoor air quality concerns, and determine the extent of contamination through professional mold inspections and laboratory testing. I am IICRC certified and have inspected thousands of residential and commercial properties throughout New Jersey. I perform mold inspection and testing services throughout Monmouth County, New Jersey, including Howell, Wall Township, Middletown, Lincroft, Matawan, and all surrounding communities.
Hello, my name is Thomas Candella. I'm a certified mold remediation specialist and IICRC certified mitigation supervisor with more than 18 years of professional water damage and mold removal experience. I'm certified through both IICRC and MICRO and have helped successfully remediate mold contamination in thousands of residential and commercial properties throughout New Jersey. My job is to correct the source of moisture, precisely follow the mold remediation protocols established by the mold inspector, remove mold contamination safely, and help prevent future mold growth. I oversee mold remediation projects throughout Monmouth County, including Middletown, Lincroft, Colts Neck, Holmdel, Brielle, Spring Lake, and surrounding communities.
Many homeowners believe mold only develops after a major flood or obvious water damage. In reality, most of the mold problems we discover begin as hidden moisture issues that have been developing behind walls, beneath flooring, inside attics, crawl spaces, and other concealed areas for months or even years. Together, our inspection, testing, and remediation team brings more than 69 years of combined experience investigating, testing, removing, and remediating mold contamination throughout Monmouth County and across New Jersey. Over the past 3 decades, we have inspected and remediated thousands of residential and commercial properties, giving us firsthand knowledge of the moisture and mold conditions commonly found throughout the region. Monmouth County presents some unique challenges for homeowners. Our proximity to the Atlantic Ocean, seasonal storms, elevated humidity levels, groundwater conditions, and changing weather patterns create ideal conditions for mold growth in many homes and buildings. Basements, crawl spaces, attics, wall cavities, HVAC systems, and areas affected by water intrusion are particularly vulnerable. Throughout Marlboro, Morganville, Manalapan, Millstone Township, Freehold, Howell, Wall Township, Middletown, Lincroft, Colts Neck, Holmdel, Brielle, and surrounding communities, we frequently encounter mold problems caused by foundation seepage, poor drainage, elevated humidity, roof leaks, plumbing leaks, ventilation deficiencies, and hidden moisture conditions. One of the biggest misconceptions homeowners have is that if they cannot see mold, they do not have mold. Some of the most significant contamination we have discovered was hidden behind finished basement walls, inside insulation, beneath flooring, inside attic spaces, behind bathroom tile, around window framing, within crawl spaces, inside HVAC systems, and under kitchen sinks. In many cases, the only warning sign was a persistent musty odor. During our 31 years in the industry, one of the most common mistakes we have seen homeowners make is waiting too long to investigate the source of that odor. The most important thing homeowners need to understand is that if you prevent moisture, you have no mold. Mold is a moisture problem first and a mold problem second, whether the source is a roof leak, plumbing leak, foundation seepage, condensation, poor ventilation, elevated humidity, or groundwater intrusion. The moisture source must be identified and corrected, or the mold will often return. This is why simply spraying bleach on visible mold is rarely a permanent solution. If the source of moisture remains, mold frequently returns because the underlying problem has never been resolved. That's why our process focuses on identifying and correcting the cause of the problem, not simply treating the visible symptoms. Unlike companies that only provide testing or only perform remediation, our team understands every phase of the process, from identifying hidden moisture sources and performing professional mold testing to developing mold remediation protocols and safely restoring affected environments. Our recommendations are based on professional mold inspection, moisture investigation, building science principles, industry standards, and laboratory analysis of physical and airborne mold testing samples. Another mistake many homeowners make is delaying action. The longer mold growth is allowed to continue, the greater the potential damage to drywall, insulation, framing materials, flooring systems, and other building components. If you notice any conditions such as a persistent musty odor, visible mold growth, water intrusion, elevated indoor humidity, condensation problems, staining on walls or ceilings, allergy-like symptoms that worsen indoors, it is important to have your property evaluated before the problem becomes larger, more extensive, and more expensive to correct. At Certified Mold Removal, we provide professional mold inspection, mold testing, mold removal, and mold remediation services throughout Monmouth County. Our team includes experienced inspection specialists, mold testing professionals, remediation supervisors, and certified technicians who understand how to properly investigate, identify, and resolve mold problems. We are certified through IICRC and MICRO, fully insured, and have been helping homeowners, property managers, business owners, real estate professionals, and contractors solve mold-related problems since 1995. Over the years, we have worked in older homes, new construction, luxury residences, waterfront properties, finished basements, crawl spaces, attics, condominiums, apartment complexes, and commercial buildings. Because every property is different, every mold investigation should answer several important questions. First, what is the source of moisture? What areas are affected? What is the extent of contamination? Is professional mold testing necessary? What corrective actions are required? How can future mold growth be prevented? When homeowners search for a mold inspection company, mold testing company, mold removal company, or mold remediation company in Monmouth County, New Jersey, they should look for experience, certifications, proven results, and a long history of serving the local community. That is exactly what Certified Mold Removal has provided throughout Monmouth County since 1995. If you're concerned about mold in your home or business in Marlborough, Manalapan, Millstone Township, Freehold, Middletown, Holmdel, or anywhere in Monmouth County, don't ignore the warning signs. The sooner moisture and mold issues are identified, the easier they are to address. Since 1995, Certified Mold Removal has helped thousands of homeowners, property managers, real estate professionals, and business owners identify, test, remove, and remediate mold problems throughout Monmouth County. Our commitment to professionalism, accurate inspections, proven remediation methods, and customer satisfaction has earned us well over 100 five-star Google reviews. I'm Robert Kai with Certified Mold Removal. Thank you for watching, and if you suspect mold in your home or business, we're here to help.